playing these for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
TDC Financial Services, we're here for you to help you make your dreams come true. Whether your needs are big or small, we'll support you with them all. TDC Financial Services, we are strong. TDC Financial Services, this is where you belong.
TDC Financial Services, where money is made easy.
Good morning, good morning, good morning to our radio listeners, our viewers via Von Radio's Facebook page and YouTube channel, and welcome to this edition of Youth on the Go here on Von Radio. I am Zahnela Claxton from the Department of Education, and we're here with you on Saturdays to provide information, updates, activities. Of course, we know it's summer, so we are also here to bring some excitement from time to time, and we have some special guests in the studio today. We know, as I said, that school has been out. It's been out for just about a week, and our students are engaged in the various camps and the various activities, and we want to continue to encourage parents to get their children involved in as many activities as possible over the next few weeks. We know that during summer we often have challenges with what we call or refer to as learning loss, and so we want to make sure that we're supporting our students as much as we can during this time so that we do not have that. We also have challenges sometimes with the technology. Children spend so much time on the technology and they do not get enough time to do interactive activities, and so for parents who are not aware, let me just update you that the Department of Sports has some camps available, and the camps cater to the various needs in terms of sports, and so we have various sporting activities happening during the summer camps hosted by the Department of Youth. These are open to children between the ages of 6 and 16, and they started last week, and so they'll continue this week. Commencing, on the 24th, July 24th, we'll have the continuation of the camps. Football camps will take place from July 24th to August 4th. We'll also see cricket camps taking place during the same time, and then we'll close out with basketball camps. Basketball camps will take place from August 14th to August 25th. So those are some of the camps which will be taking place in short order. If you want to register your children for any of these camps, note that registration is free, so you don't have to pay anything. Registration is free, and they will be able to attend. Camps run from 10 a.m. to 12 noon daily, and the various camps will be taking place at different places, but they're all within the same vicinity. So we're looking at either the Villa Grounds or the ETW Park, and then the Grell House Stevens Netball Complex, and the tennis complex, which is right next to the Grell House Stevens Netball Complex. So that's the general vicinity for the camps for this year, and we encourage parents to get their children involved, especially due to the fact that during the summer months in these days we tend to see children more or less sitting at home and remaining on their technology. So please, parents, take advantage of those camps, and we hope that you are able to get them engaged, get them involved, and keep them active. We encourage you to take advantage of the services being offered by the Nevis Public Library as well, and so the Nevis Public Library is open, and parents, have your children check books out during the summer so that you can read together and you can continue those stimulating activities. In addition to that, we know that the Nevis Public Library hosts the annual Summer Library Program, and there are 2 sections to the Summer Library Program this year. Part 1 being hosted for children between the ages of 5 and 8, and that's from August 14th to 18th. And then Part 2, August 21st to 25th, children between the ages of 9 and 12. So it specifically targets primary school aged children, and the activities include field trips, games, singing, arts and craft, storytelling, road safety, and much more. So contact the team at the Nevis Public Library, and for those who've already registered, make sure that you get them there. Once again, enriching activities that will keep them engaged during the summer. All right, so with that said, we are, as I said, we are here this morning, and we have some very, very important people in the studio with us. And we're going to allow them to say good morning to you, to tell you their name, and of course we'll talk a bit with them because we need to find out why they are here. So good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Wonderful. Go ahead and tell everybody good morning. My name is Julani. Start, please.
Good morning. My name is Julani Parry.
All right. We have Julani Parry, and good morning.
Good morning.
Go ahead and tell everyone your name.
I am Janaya Newton.
And we have Janaya Newton, and both students are actually, I think they recently graduated from the Maud Smith preschool. Is that correct?
Yes.
Did you have a good graduation day? Yes. You had fun? And you got to wear your cap and your gown and take lots of pictures, right? And so you're off to primary school in a bit. But before you get there, the students wanted to share something with us, which was shared at their graduation, and many people thought that it would be a good thing for them to also share with us, the members of the general public. And so they are going to share with us their school song, and Maud Smith Preschool is the first preschool to have an official school song launched, and they wanted to share with us. The school song is captioned, "Growth is always possible." And I'll read the words for you, members of the listening public, and then we will allow the children here with us to sing it so that you can hear what it sounds like just from them. So the words read, "Growth is always possible by training us the right way. Our parents and teachers help us grow and develop every day. ABCs and numbers are important for us to know. Good manners and behavior we must practice as we grow. Please be good examples. We the children are watching you. Practice what you teach us because we do the things that you do." I love it, and growth is always possible is indeed true, and the words were penned by Teacher Myers, and Teacher Myers, everybody knows Teacher Myers is a staple at the Maud Smith Preschool. She's been there for a very long time, and so we want to commend Teacher Myers and her team for the school song and for launching the school song, as I said, during the last graduation ceremony. We are very close to a break time, and so I'll give Janaya and Julani a moment to break, because when we return, we will have them sing the song, "Growth is Always Possible." We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back.
Sugar City St. Kitts, keep it sweet. Keep listening to Vaughn.
It's time, come on, rise and shine. You know, I know we're gonna have a great time. And now we're past it quickly, you don't wanna miss it. So turn up the radio, it's youth on the go. Youth on the go, whoa, let's start the show. Oh, youth on the go, whoa, let's start the show. Let's go. I will learn new things. I will be creative. Grab the gators, let's gather around. An adventure is always waiting. The storytelling news for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Oh, youth on the go. Let's start the show. Let's go.
Let's go. let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning to all of our radio listeners, our viewers via Von Radio's Facebook page and YouTube channel, and welcome to this edition of Youth on the Go here on Von Radio. I am Zahnela Claxton from the Department of Education, and we are here this Saturday with some very, very, very important people. They are VVPs, right? Or VIPs, yes, VVIPs, very, very important people, and their names are Julani and Janaya, and they're here with us this morning because they want to sing a song for us and for all of you to hear, and the song is their school song, the Maud Smith Preschool's school song, and it starts, "Growth is always possible." Julani and Janaya, you ready? Okay, after 2, 1, 2.
God is always possible by training us the right way. Our parents and teachers help us grow and develop every day. ABCs and numbers are important for us to know. Good manners and behavior, yes, practice as you go. Beautiful examples, the children are watching you. Practice what you teach us, because those are the things that you do.
Alright, everybody out there, I hope you're giving them a big round of applause like I am. They did an exceptional job, and we're going to get to sing it again, but just for those who are listening, and that was our warm-up round, because we're going to get to sing it again, okay? And when we sing it again, we're going to sing it loud and proud, because that's our school song. How does that sound? I'll tell you when, but I'll read the words for everybody so that they can hear and they can understand. And when we're finished with the school song, we're going to get to do a story before you go, okay? All right, so the song is goes, for those listening, growth is always possible by training us the right way. Our parents and teachers help us grow and develop every day. ABCs and numbers are important for us to know. Good manners and behavior we must practice as we go. Please be good examples. We the children are watching you. Practice what you teach us, because we do the things that you do. And I think the message here is so profound. Parents, I love the lyrics. The lyrics, once again, penned by Mrs. Josette Myers, and she is the supervisor at the Maud Smith Preschool, and the music, the tune, was done by Mr. Andrew Hendrickson. Some of you know him as Moray. He put the music to the song, okay? He put the tune to the song. So we're going to have Janaya and Julani sing it for us one more time. They're going to sing it loud and proud, because this is their school song, right? And so we're going to sing. You all ready? We're going to sing it again. Make sure we're singing into the mic so everybody can hear us and they can hear how proud we are of our school song. Ready? 1, 2.
Growth is always possible by training us the right way. Our parents and teachers help us grow and develop every day. ABCs and numbers are important for us to know. Good manners and behavior, you must practice as you grow. Please to be good examples, the children are watching you. Practice what you teach us, because do the things that you do.
All right. Can y'all give yourself a round of applause for doing a great job? Can you give yourself a clap? Y'all did such a great job. I'm so proud of you. And children, there are some important things that your school song highlights that I want. The school song tells us some important things that I want everybody out there to understand, right? Our parents and teachers help us grow and develop every day. ABCs and numbers are important for us to know. But good manners, and you all learn good manners at Maud Smith Pre. You have to have good manners, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yes, good. Good manners and behavior we must practice as we grow. Please be good examples. That's one of the I think the lines that I want everybody to hear. Please be good examples. We, the children, are watching you practice what you teach us, because we do the things that you do. I love that. I love this song. We all want to do it for us one last time. One last time. Think you can? Gonna give it the best time. Ready? Ready? 1, after 2. 1, 2.
Growth is always possible by training us the right way. Our parents and teachers help us grow every day. ABCs and numbers are important for us to know. Good manners and behavior we must practice as we grow. Please to be good examples when the children are watching you. Practice what you teach us because they do the things that you do.
Wonderful, wonderful. And of course, we know we're being coached by Teacher Myers, who's always here and supporting y'all. Y'all love Teacher Myers? Yes? All right. And so, Teacher Myers, you did an exceptional job, and we want to say commendations to you for penning these words, and commendations to Andrew Hendrickson More for also giving you the music and tune for the song, and to our performers today who shared your song far and wide, the Maud Smith Preschool School song. It is something relatively new for the general public, and as I said, the first preschool to have a school song, and we are so proud of Maud Smith Pre. Now, I couldn't have our preschool babies in the studio, big children, because they're going to big school, in the studio without doing a story. And I'm sure you might know this story already because it's a very popular one, right? This story is entitled, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. Y'all ever heard it before? All right, so let's say after me then. If you give a mouse a cookie. Have we ever had cookies? Who has had a cookie? Yeah, you've had a cookie, Jelani? All right, Janaya. And what is your favorite type of cookie? What is your favorite type of cookie? What is your favorite type? What kind of cookie do you like?
Chocolate.
You like chocolate cookies. What kind of cookie do you like, Janaya? You like vanilla cookies? Oh, nice. Let me see. My favorite is oatmeal raisin cookies because I tell myself it's healthy, right? All right. So the story is entitled "If You Give a Mouse a Cookie." It was written by Laura Numeroff, and it was illustrated, and that just means the drawings were done by Felicia Bond. So let's see what this story is about. It says, if you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to ask for a glass of, what do you think he's going to ask for? A glass of what? Milk, right? Glass of milk. When you give him the milk, he'll probably ask you for a straw. When he's finished, he'll ask for a napkin. Then he'll want to look into the mirror to make sure he doesn't have a milk mustache. You know what a milk mustache is? When you drink your milk and you end up with a line right here, that's a milk mustache, right? When he looks into the mirror, he might notice that his hair needs a trim. So he'll probably ask for a pair of scissors. When he's finished giving himself a trim, he'll want a broom to sweep it up. He'll start sweeping. He might get carried away and sweep every room in the house. He may even end up washing the floors as well. When he's done, he'll probably want to take a nap because he'll be so what? Why would he want to take a nap? Because he'll be what?
Sleepy.
He'll be sleepy and tired, right? You'll have to fix up a little box for him with a blanket and a pillow. He'll crawl in to make himself comfortable and fluff the pillow a few times. He'll probably ask you to read him a story. So you'll read to him from one of your books, and he'll ask to see the pictures. When he looks at the pictures, he'll get so excited that he'll want to draw one of his own. He'll ask for paper and crayons. He'll draw a picture using his paper and crayons. When the picture is finished, he'll want to sign his name with a pen. Then he'll want to hang his picture on the refrigerator. That's just the fridge, right? Which means he'll need to get some scotch tape. He'll need some tape to stick it. He'll hang up his drawing and stand back to look at it. Looking at the refrigerator will remind him that he is thirsty. So he'll ask for a glass of milk. And chances are, if he asks for a glass of milk, he's going to want a cookie to go with it. Alright, the end. So the story is called If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. And you realize if you give the mouse a cookie, the mouse would want all kinds of things and more things and more things, right? So we're going to do some short riddles. And you're going to try to guess the answer. Okay? You're going to try to guess the answer. I am small. And gray. I love to eat cookies. What am I? Can you guess the answer? I'm small and gray, and I love to eat cookies. What am I? You just read the story. That's your hint. What do you think is small and gray and loves to eat cookies? Well, at least in the story, it loved to eat cookies. What was that?
A mouse.
A mouse! Good job, right? I am white and cold. You drink me. What am I? I am white and cold. You drink me. What am I? Milk. Good job. I am milk. I am brown with chocolate chips, and I am good to eat. What am I? Cookie. Good job. I am soft. You lay your head on me at night. What am I?
Pillow.
A pillow. Good job. Last one. I come in many colors. You can use me to draw, or you can use me to color. What am I?
Crayon.
A crayon. Give yourselves a big clap for such a good job. I'm so proud of y'all. You did a great job, and I know that Mrs. Myers and everyone is proud of you for being good Maud Smith Preschool ambassadors. You did an awesome job today. All right. I wish you the best when you go to primary school. Make sure you go to big school. You continue to be smart. You continue to have good behavior and be respectful. Okay. All right. All right. So we thank you, listeners, for tuning into this half. We're going to transition to the ECCB Children's Connection program after the halftime break, and we'll be right back.
When VON vibrates, the whole Caribbean must shake.
860 AM, the powerhouse.
It's time, come on, rise and shine. You know, I know we're gonna have a great time. And now we're past it quickly, you don't wanna miss it. So turn up the radio, it's you on the go. Youth on the go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, youth on the go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, let's go. I will learn new things. I will be creative. Grab your gears, let's gather round, an adventure is always waiting. The storytelling means for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. TDC Financial Services. We're here for you to help you make your dreams come true. Whether your needs are big or small, we'll support you with them all. TDC Financial Services. We are strong. TDC Financial Services. This is where you belong.
TDC Financial Services, where money is made easy.
Connecting the children of our EC region with good information and excellent mentoring. They started us early and making it easy to manage our money and make a real living. They're linking the children with excellent mentoring.
Hi there, everyone, and welcome to the ECCB's Children Connection Program. I'm your host, Zahnela Claxton, and with me is our co-host,
Ajane. Good morning.
All right, and of course, we are so happy to be back here, Ajane, for this edition of the ECCB Children's Connection Program. Today, our ECCB at 40 Spotlight, we will focus on the first person to serve as the Deputy Governor of the Central Bank, Sir Errol Allen. Let's take a quick break and we'll be right back with the ECCB at 40 Spotlight and today's lesson.
Connecting the children of our EC region with good information and excellent mentoring. They started us early and making it easy to manage our money and make a real living. They're linking the children with excellent mentoring.
Hi there, boys and girls. It's time for the ECCB at 40 Spotlight. And of course, I'm going to let Ajane share the ECCB at 40 Spotlight.
Sir Errol Allen. Sir Errol N. Allen is an economist from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. He joined the Eastern Caribbean Currency Authority in 1974 as manager of the research department. The East Caribbean Currency Authority was what existed before the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, ECCB. In 1983, Mr. Allen became Deputy Governor of the ECCB. He held that position until his retirement on March 31, 2005. In January 2014, Mr. Allen was specially recognized as and was knighted for his contribution to banking and financial services. He then became Sir Errol Allen.
All right, awesome job, Ajane, and thank you so much for sharing that information with us and for sharing the profile of Sir Errol Allen with us as well. And as we know, every month as we bring the ECCB Children's Connection program, we attempt to share information on the various persons who have contributed to the ECCB over the past 40 years. We are, of course, going to look at our main lesson, and children, just remember, we have our main lesson for today, and our main lesson is going to be shared with you. Get your pencils, get your papers, get everything that you need to be able to share with us and to join us. And of course, we'll have some questions for you at the end. We hope that you enjoyed the lesson, that you learned the information Ajane shared about Sir Errol Allen, and he was the first Deputy Governor of the ECCB. Remember, once again, that you'll be quizzed on what you just learned, so we hope that you took your notes. And by now, I think Ajahn, everybody knows that they're supposed to take their notes so that they're able to answer the questions. Ajahn, how do you feel when you go to the store or shop online and you find that the item you want at a great price?
I'm surprised. I'm like, I might have to change my mind.
What about if it's at a great price? So you go and you had in mind that it was going to cost $20 and you go and it costs $10. How do you feel then?
I'll be, oh my gosh, I might get 2 of these.
I know, because you have more money to play around with, right? All right, so everyone loves a good price, and I'm sure that your parents go to the supermarket with the lowest prices to purchase their groceries. Today we're going to talk about the prices of the products we buy. We will look at why prices are important and how sellers decide the prices of what they are selling. Price is the value of a good or service, or the amount of money a buyer gives to a seller in exchange for a good or service. So, Ajahn, there are hundreds, even thousands of items sold at a supermarket. How do you think the owner of the supermarket decides on the price to sell these items?
Well, I believe they use popularity would be one of the highest. Like, if they see, let's use for example, the Hunt's versus Heinz ketchup, and the Heinz ketchup is at a cheaper price, but it's selling more. They would raise the price of the Heinz and lower the Hunt's. So it's based on popularity. When once they realize a certain brand at a lower price is getting more buyers, they would raise the price. And as a buyer who's used to this certain price, you would get confused when you actually go for the receipt and you realize that you paid like $20 from 10 and 15. Yeah, they trick you with the popularity. They carry it up out of nowhere, so it,
and probably that's why some people often complain that the prices change so often, that they went last week and they cost something and they came at this week and there's a different cost. So that very, very, very correct.
And competition as well.
Yes, definitely. So the price of a good or service is mainly determined by the supply and demand. And remember, we did supply and demand a few shows ago. Some lessons ago, we discussed supply and demand, and let's do a quick recap. Supply is the amount there is of a good or service. So if you have a lot of mangoes for sale, this is mango season. If you have a lot of mangoes for sale, the supply is high. Demand, on the other hand, is how much people want a good or service. So the demand for a new toy on the market is high if everyone wants to buy it. And we know during mango season, especially when you go to St. Kitts, the demand for mangoes is really high. And I think that's why people tend to take the price up for mangoes during that season, because the demand is so high, and especially when the supply is low. Right?
We're seeing that right now.
We're seeing that right now. We're paying $3 per mango, and it's really high. But people are paying it because the demand is there.
They want it.
They want it. Yes. So business people study the supply and demand of products, and they use this information to help them to set prices, which is really, really smart. So, Ajahn, do you think a popular toy that everyone wants will have a low price or a high price?
It would have one of the highest prices on the market.
Yes, that is correct. When a product is in high demand, like the mangoes we talked about and the toy, businesses usually set their prices higher. Do you think that the price of mangoes will be high or low when there are a lot of them being sold in the market? So if there are lots of mangoes being sold, would the price be high or would the price be low?
It would be low because they can go to other vendors to get mangoes, so you don't really want to lose your customers. So it would be lower. It
would be lower. Good. Okay, so businesses usually set prices low when an item is in high supply, like you just said. So if there are lots of mangoes in the market, the price of one mango will be much lower than if there were only a few mangoes available to be sold. So we see how supply and demand help businesses determine their prices. In some cases, the government also plays a role in the pricing of goods. In some countries, the government sets the maximum price that a good can be sold for. I kind of like that. Yeah. Some of these goods include milk, rice, flour, sugar, and eggs. These goods are referred to as staples. This means that they are basic food items that are important to our everyday lives. That is why some governments set a maximum price so that people can afford to purchase them. So, Azrina, do you think that the pricing of goods and services is important? Do you think it's important? And if so,
yes,
why?
I believe. The reason I believe it's important because you have to really take in consideration other people. Not everybody has a heavy pocket. And because we are now seeing more young people being unemployed, it wouldn't be right to carry the prices right up high because they still have to eat to survive. So I think that pricing is good, whether low or high, but I believe it's better low.
Definitely. Pricing of products is very important, is a very important concept for many reasons. So let's take a look at some examples. Ajani, have you ever seen your mom take a better price for an item at the market or from a street vendor, or try to get a better price? Have you ever seen her try to get a better price? So it might cost $15, and she said, "Man, you could give me for 10." Have you ever seen her bargain for that?
Well, no, I'd see her go around and figure out which one has the best quality and which one is worth their money, and then she'd pay.
Okay, wonderful. Because some people do that, and especially,
I know that.
and it happens here, but I think maybe mostly with vegetable vendors. But for example, when I used to go to St. Martin when I was younger, or in some places in the U.S., you might go like a flea market, and something might have a cost $15 or $10, and you can try to negotiate with the seller. So you say, "Man, I only have 7. Can't you give me for 7? Or, man, I only have 5. And then the person might say, "Okay, I'll give you for 7. So the original price was 10, but you said you only have 5. They said they would give you for 7. And so that is something that happens around the world. It's something that's relatively popular. It exists, and this is called haggling. And many people do it to get the best price for an item. There's nothing wrong with haggling. However, having a set price for an item makes transactions much easier. The buyer does not have to go back and forth with the seller trying to get a good price. So having a set price has its advantages. And so sometimes we'll hear, no, $10, it's $10, I'm not changing, right? But people still try haggling. If a certain supermarket always has the lowest price on your favorite breakfast journey, your breakfast cereal, do you think your mom will shop anywhere else for your cereal? If a certain supermarket always has the best price for your cereal, do you think your mom will shop anywhere else for your cereal?
No, because she'll get the best deal.
Exactly, right? So prices help with competition among sellers. In our lesson about competition back a few weeks ago, we spoke about how it is very good for the economy. The sellers with the best prices will have more customers. This makes them more competitive. And so, Ajani, have you ever heard the word profit? And what do you understand by profit?
I've heard profit in agriculture and different subjects. And my understanding of profit is when you get a higher income than what you have actually spent, your expenditure. That's my understanding of it. What it simply means is that you're getting paid, or for example, the farmers, they might be investing into their farm and they put in maybe $2,000 a month. But when they go and they sell their produce, they get $2,500 at the end of the month. They're making a $500 worth of profit.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, so when a business makes a profit, it just means that the amount of money it makes by selling its goods or services is more than the amount of money it spends, like you said. All right, when a business has the best prices, this makes it more competitive. Therefore, it sells more and is more likely to make a profit. So prices also help businesses to make a profit. Ajani, if you visit a shoe store and you see a pair of sneakers for $100 and another pair for $40, which pair do you think is the better quality?
The one for $100.
All right. The quality of an item also helps to determine its price. A higher priced pair of shoes may mean that the shoes will last a lot longer than the ones purchased at a much lower price. The food at an expensive restaurant may look and taste nicer than the food at a less fancy restaurant. This applies to many goods and services that we consume on a daily basis. We have learned a lot about prices today. Let's summarize what we talked about. The price of an item is its value or the amount of money a buyer gives to a seller to pay for the item. We saw that businesses often price their products by using the laws of supply and demand, and that prices are very important in how the economy works. It helps to make transactions easier, allows for competition among sellers, and gives an indication of the quality of goods and services that are available. Finally, we learned that prices help businesses make a profit. We will be right back to hear from you, our children, in our call-in segment after this short break.
Build the vibe with the CCB for a lifetime. ECCB 40, long time ago. Celebrating 40, long time ago. Feel the rhythm, feel the vibe. 40, 40, long time ago. Feel the rhythm, feel the vibe. With the CCB for a lifetime.
All right, welcome back. And if you were like me, you were in here rocking to the ECCB at 40 jingle. Remember that ECCB is celebrating 40 years, and we are so happy to be part of that process. And this year is a big 40 for many entities, and so ECCB, of course, as I said, is celebrating. But welcome back, everyone, and let's see if our friends at Journey remember what we learned today. We talked about price and its importance in our everyday lives. Remember that the questions will include the spotlight on Sir Errol Allen, the first Deputy Governor of the ECCB. Please call us at 469-1616 or 469-1700 for a chance to win some fun prizes, compliments to Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. All you have to do is be the first to answer one of the questions correctly. Okay, Ajane, can you read the questions for us, and we'll read all of the questions. So listeners, when you call, let us know which question you are responding to.
Question number 1. True or false? Sir Errol Allen was the first governor of the ECCB. Question 2. What is price? Question 3. True or false? Supply and demand does not help businesses to set prices of their goods and services. Question 4. Name 2 ways pricing helps the economy. Question 5. True or false? Staples are goods that are basic and important in our everyday lives.
All right, so let's read the questions again. Remember, listeners, you can call us at 469-1616, 469-1700 for a chance to win. And as you already read the 5 questions, you just call and let us know which question you want to respond to, and you'll win a prize, compliments to Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. And as I said, you pick the question, so you can call in. You don't have to necessarily answer the first question first. And as Journey will read the questions again, we have just about 5 minutes for this segment, and then we'll have to transition, because you know how I feel about my dear friend, and my dear friend has to fly in. All right, so Oliver is going to come to us next, but we want to hear from you to make sure you were listening. I'm hoping that it's not the summer sleep in time, Journey, and the children are all sleeping in and not getting up. We'll have to get a campaign to get the parents to get them up on Saturday mornings. But go ahead and read the question. Yes. Go ahead and read the questions again.
Question 1. True or false? Sir Errol Allen was the first governor of the ECCB. Question 2. What is price? Question 3. True or false? Supply and demand does not help businesses to set prices of their goods and services. Question 4. Name 2 ways pricing helps the economy. And question number 5. True or false? Staples are goods that are basic and important in our everyday lives.
All right, so listeners, children, those are our questions, and of course we know that our topic for today was based on prices, and we reviewed supply and demand, we reviewed competition, we also heard our profile today, which was based on the first Deputy Governor of the ECCB, Sir Errol Allen, and so we know that there were lots of good information. We had lots of good information being shared today, and we hope that you're able to answer us. So, Ajane, read the questions one last time, and we hope that, as we said, that we have our listeners out there geared up. 469-1616, 469-1700, and we look forward to hearing from all of you.
Question 1. True or false? Sir Errol Allen was the first governor of the ECCB. Question 2. What is price? Question 3. True or false? Supply and demand does not help businesses to set prices of their goods and services. Question.
All right, hold on one second, Ajane. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Okay, which question do you want to respond to?
Question 4.
Question 4. Ajane, read question 4 for us again, please.
Name 2 ways pricing helps the economy.
Prices help economists to encourage by helping businesses make a profit and encouraging competition.
Okay.
Good
that
job.
was correct. Good job. What's your name?
My name is Kenya Robbins.
Kenya Robbins. And Kenya, what school do you attend?
Dr. William Kana Primary School.
All right. Kenya, would you be able to get someone to come to the Department of Education to get in Nevis to get your prize?
Yes.
Okay. So have some.
Nevis.
You're in Nevis.
Oh.
Yes.
Kenya, you're going to have where in Nevis are you? Which village are you in?
Gingerland.
Oh, nice. So
okay.
we look forward to you coming to the Department of Education to collect your prize, okay?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. All right,
Thank
Ajane.
you.
You're welcome,
You're
Kenya, and thank you for calling. All right, so Ajane, let's try to see if we can get one more caller so we can read the remaining questions, and anybody can call in and answer. Just let us know which question you want to answer.
Question 1. True or false? Sir Errol Allen was the first governor of the ECCB. Question 2. What is price? Question 3. True or false? Supply and demand does not help businesses to set prices of their goods and services. Question 5. True or false? Staples are goods that are basic and important in our everyday lives.
Nice questions. 469-1616, 469-1700. We have just about 1 minute, and then we'll have to go over to my dear friend. Yes. So anyone out there who is listening, 469-1616, 469-1700. We want to hear from you, and we want to be able to make sure that you learned something, and we thank Kenya for calling in. It was indeed a pleasure hearing from you, Kenya, and we hope that all of your other peers are up and awake and ready to answer the questions. We have just about 30 seconds, and then we'll have to transition over to our value lesson segment. And our value lesson segment will have our special guest, Mr. Oliver. All right, so let's transition over a journey. We haven't heard from anyone else, but a couple lessons ago, we spoke about being polite. Today, we're going to look at a synonym of the word polite. Ajane, do you know what a synonym is?
Yes, I do. For polite?
No, what is a synonym? The definition of a synonym.
A synonym is a word that is similar in meaning, but it's spelled different.
All right. So, yes, and so a synonym is a word that is similar in meaning to another word. And today we're going to look at the synonym of the word polite. Let's listen to our friend Oliver to hear that word.
Hi,
Hi there, boys and girls. Nice to see you again. Welcome to Oliver's Treehouse, where you will find wisdom to be all you can be. Our word for this month's program is courtesy. And what does courtesy mean? Well, let's see. Courtesy is all about using your good manners, which is why it shares roots with the word courteous. Holding the door open for someone, writing a thank you note for a gift, and letting the pregnant lady have the last seat on the bus are all courtesies that would make your parents proud. Now back to your host.
All right. Okay, we have a caller. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
Good.
You calling to give an answer?
Yes,
Okay,
I want to answer question number 2.
Okay, now 3?
2.
2, okay.
2. What is price?
Price is the value of a good or service or the amount of money a buyer gives to a seller in exchange for a good or service.
All right, what's your name?
Zahnela Claxton.
Zahnela Grant. Great job, Zahnela. And so you can collect your prize at the Department of Education, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, we're proud of you. All right, so, Ajane, we learned about courtesy. And can you think of maybe one way that we can show courtesy towards one another?
Respecting each other.
Respecting each other. That's perfect. So very good. Courtesy is simply being polite and respectful to each other. Let's look at some of the ways we can demonstrate courtesy. Showing respect for others at all times. Apologizing when we do something wrong. Not interrupting when everyone else is speaking. Not intentionally embarrassing another person just to make ourselves look better than that person. Respecting our elders, such as our parents, grandparents, teachers, and other adults. Using good table manners. Respecting other people's property. And so, Ajane, those are some good examples. But can you think of any others that, to give our listening friends, or any examples of courtesy in the classroom?
Raising your hand when you're trying to answer a question. Being polite to your classmates, like if they're talking, don't try to cut them off because it's very rude.
Okay.
And being attentive and a bit more quiet, because I struggle to do that sometimes. I can pay attention, but I like to talk. And I advise that you don't do that because it's not the best thing to do.
All right, wonderful. So courtesy is a skill that helps us to get along with others by learning to take other people's feelings into consideration. When we are courteous, we're able to respect others and those around us. We have come to the end of another ECCB Children's Connection program, and we are so happy that you joined us today. We learned a lot about prices, the importance of being courteous. So until we meet again, I am your host, Zahnela Claxton.
And I am your co-host, Ajane Hodge.
Let's talk again soon, but until then, remember to be courteous and stay connected.
Connecting the children of our EC region with good information and excellent mentoring. They started us early and making it easy to manage our money and make a real living. They're linking the children with excellent mentoring.
Build the vibe with the CCB for a lifetime. ECCB